Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Leon. Leon is from Germany, so let's see what Leon has to say. Enjoy the interview. Yes, all good now.
Now I can hear.
Hello Leon, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just nervous.
Don't be nervous. So it's been so hot in London today, you have no idea. It's so warm in London.
Yeah, it's also very warm here.
In Germany as well, it's very hot today.
Yes.
Yes, I think the weather in Europe, it's been really, really warm. I came back home, I was with a friend of mine today, and I came back home and I had a shower and I was like, oh my God, it's so hot today in London.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the last times because we had a lot of rain and it cooled the heat down, and now the rain is gone and it's immediately really warm again.
Oh, really? So am I saying your name right, Leon?
Yeah, it's right. For the English version, it's right. So all good.
And how do you say in German your name?
It's very similar. It's just Leon. You just spelled the a little bit different.
Leon. Okay, I'm gonna try to speak in a very German accent. Okay, Leon.
I'm used to it.
Leon, tell me. So you're from Germany. Which city or which part of Germany do you live?
I'm very close to Bremen, so it's the north of Germany. It's like I'm very close to the North Sea.
Okay. And what's the name of your city?
It's Hambergen.
Hambergen.
Yes. Completely.
Yeah. I've been Germany a few times. The first time I went to Germany was Frankfurt, the first time. The second time was Berlin, and I went twice more. I went to Hamburg twice before the COVID situation. I have a friend who lives there, so I went to Hamburg twice.
Oh, Hamburg is actually close to me.
Oh, really?
It's like, yeah, I'm just driving around 1 hour with the car and then I'm in Hamburg.
Okay, so yeah, it's and I was exploring a little bit around the city as well. So maybe I went close where you live because we were driving some other places around Hamburg.
Yeah, sure.
So Leon, tell me, what do you do for living, for work?
I work as a commissionary in a fulfillment center. So basically, people order something from our site. I pick the products that got ordered off the shelf and send it to the package section so it gets sent away.
I see. And the city where you live now is the place where you were born, you grew up?
Basically, yeah, it's where I was born and grew up so far. I never was that far away from the hospital where I was born even.
I see. And
it's a small town basically, so not much that is here.
Yeah, when I went to Hamburg, it's still very cozy, very like warm, small places in Germany. I remember when I went there and I was like, oh my God, I could live here forever.
Yeah.
Leon, and do you have brothers and sisters as well?
Yes, I have 2 older sisters. So I'm the youngest person from the family.
The youngest?
Yes.
Very spoiled, yes?
A little bit. But there was always a little bit of conflict between my siblings and me, but it's normal, I think.
Right. Before we start our journey, William and the Magic Box, I was checking your profile a little bit, your Instagram profile, and there is a phrase. There's a phrase there or a statement. I'm gonna read to you, and I would like you to tell me something about this phrase. Okay? It says there, "Shy bear trying to enjoy his life and showing himself, beside playing too much video game." Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I'm a shy person. I mean, it's not obvious when you look at my profile, because I had a lot of people telling me you can't be shy because you're showing yourself like that. But for me, it's like the personal interaction with people that's, for me, it's very difficult. And then you notice really quick that I got quiet and don't know what to say.
I see.
And
yeah, carry on.
I had a difficult past with bullying, and that's why I had a lot of self-doubt, and that's why I have the line, I try to enjoy my life so I get happiness again and just make the best of it. And video games, it's basically this thing what I do almost every day.
And which kind of game do you play a lot on, like video game? Which kind of, there is a specific game, or you play all different?
I play a lot of different games, but I think I like most RPGs or story-driven games.
I see. When I was checking your pictures on Instagram, you don't come across a shy person, but I understand. Sometimes, for example, I am shy as well. And sometimes doing this interaction or express myself, it's a way of protection. You know what I mean? So sometimes people, they put their picture online in a different way. It's a way of you express yourself. And sometimes people, they go like, I don't think this person is shy, but it's a way of us expressing ourselves, being shy. I agree.
Yeah, it's like with social media, it's like very easy to put a mask in front of you and pretend to be someone that you really aren't.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of try to be the person I am on the pictures, but it kind of happened a lot that people have a different meaning of what I am actually. But I think it's normal.
Yeah, but I think it's normal. It's normal. I'm doing this show now, and when I meet people, when I see the pictures, I see the pictures. But when I start talking to the person, I can see the real person there, and that's what I enjoy the most about the show, because people, they can express themselves even if they are shy. So I think it's a nice way of connect with people, and sometimes it's good to talk about as well, because it's kind of, when you talk about things, it's like releasing, you know what I mean, some pain or something that you went through, like you say about bullying as young. Me too. I went a lot of bullying as a child, and nowadays when I talk about, I feel like free, like I'm putting away, because so many people, all of us, we went through bullying as well. I think sometimes children, they can be very hard. Sometimes they can be very, you know what I mean. Some of teenagers, they can be very hard.
Yes, and
but yeah,
when it's the most time where you're very insecure, when you learn what kind of person you become.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a complicated time, I would say.
Absolutely, but when you grow up and when we understand more about ourselves, that's when you feel like, okay, I'm myself now, I can express myself, and we should be grateful to the past, because make us feel strong right now, like a bit stronger than before. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay. Leon, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and to share your point of views?
Yes.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have here my best. Full of random fun questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to move a little bit before the first question, right?
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, Leon, so just before we start the game, through the journey, if there is a question that you don't want to talk about for some reason, you don't want to answer, I always can change, okay? It's all very friendly, okay?
Okay.
First question for you is, what do you miss the most from your childhood and why?
I would say the winter was way better than back then. Because back then we actually had snow. Nowadays, it's when we had winter, we barely don't have any snow. It gets colder, but it's been years since we had White Christmas.
Really?
Yes, it's getting hot in here, and Yeah, we don't have real winter anymore with snow. It's a little bit sad, but nothing I can do about it.
Yes, I think nowadays it's changing now, the weather, because of the climate change. You know what I mean? There's so much things changing right now. Saying that, I spent Christmas for the very first time in the snow. Last Christmas, I was in Canada with my godson, my best friends, and for the first time, I saw it snowing on Christmas Day, and it was so magical. I was like, "Oh my God, that's so beautiful."
Yes, it's. I think it's important for a very specific Christmas feeling.
I see. And tell me, like one of your Christmas that was knowing that you remember that you never forget. There's a specific Christmas that you remember that was very meaningful for you?
Meaningful Christmas. I think every Christmas was meaningful to me. It's a little part of it. I don't have any specific Christmas that I would say that was the one Christmas I had. It's like it's almost a very time where I'm just spending time with my family.
And usually, tell me the traditional food that you eat on Christmas, where you come from. There is something specific. And do you celebrate on 24th evening or 25th Christmas Day?
It kind of depends on the families in Germany, because the one of the traditional meals we have in Germany is potato salad and wieners. And that's pretty much it. But my family tries a different meal every year, because we eat potato salad and wieners on the 1 and 1st Christmas Day, and on the Christmas Eve actually eat something special. And we celebrate on the Christmas evening. Already unravel the gifts and everything. That's the main thing. And the 2 days after that, it's like a slightly smaller celebration.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Back in Brazil as well, we celebrate. I'm from Brazil originally, and Brazil we celebrate on 24th, Christmas Eve. But here in England, they celebrate on Christmas Day, like a Christmas meal on Christmas Day. Ready for another question?
What?
Ready for another question?
Yes.
Let's do it. Next question. Okay, Leon from Germany. Next question for you is, what is the most memorable lesson you've learned from your parents so far?
From my parents? I would say it's okay to have your own opinion on things, and don't take anything too meaningful from your parents every time. Because my parents don't like some things I enjoy, and I had to learn that I have to just make my own thing sometimes and ignore what they say about it. I still value their opinion on things, but sometimes I just have to do my own thing.
I see.
Like for example, it's a little thing, but my mother really don't like my beard. And I let it grow a little bit longer, because I can finally do it with a different job. And she doesn't like it, but I'm really happy that I can do it at the moment, so I just do it.
And your dad is okay with your beard? He never says anything?
My dad is fine with it. He just lives with it.
Very funny. I think our moms is my mom as well. Sometimes she was like, "Why are you not gonna shave your beard?" I was like, "No, because I like it. I like it. I like to have the beard."
Yes. She always comes to me with, "That's not you," but it's me. I love. I would never shave it again.
I think she wants to. For her, it's difficult to see her child growing up. I think for her, it's more difficult.
She actually admitted it to it, because I'm the youngest person in the family, so it's the last thing that grows up, and she had because of it. because I started to visit friends that are a little bit farther away. So I'm off for a weekend away, and she had to accept it that I'm doing things like that.
I see. Yeah, that's the problem of being the youngest child, the overprotection of our parents. They're always overprotected.
Yes.
Next question, let's do it, Leon. Before the next question, tell me, what do you like the most about your job, and what's the most challenging parts in your opinion?
What I like the most is actually I can do my own thing. I'm on my own station, just doing my things, and don't really have to rely on other people that they're doing it right, because it's just what numbers I do, that's the important thing. Mm-hmm. But I also work as an instructor at work and have to coach other workers. The most challenging thing for me is, because I'm still at the beginning of the instructor thing, I have to talk with people and have to get a feeling about it. And since I'm shy and an introvert person, talking with other people in person, it's kind of difficult.
And how do you find your way to deal with that? There's something that you put yourself, you go like, what do you do to encourage yourself to do it?
Basically, I just stay 5 minutes there at the one spot and just watch the person doing their job until I have the courage to do it. I think it will get better with time, but this is the way I do it. And I just stare at my tablet, seeing this guy profile to analyze it and take the best out of it.
I think the most you do, the most comfortable and confident you're gonna feel about it. At one point, it's just gonna be natural.
Yes.
For sure. Next question for you is, what is the happiest day in your life so far and why?
The happiest day? I would say, I don't have a happiest day, but I would say my happiest time is whenever I'm together with my friends, because I don't see them as often as I would like to do sometimes. Because almost every one of my friends is living 3-4 hours away with the car. So a spontaneous trip isn't that easy. So every time I'm at their place, I enjoy the time.
And how often do you see your friends? That you drive to them sometime, they drive to you? How does it work?
Basically, since I'm still living with my parents together, it's not that easy to get visitors here. Mm-hmm. So I basically, every time I drive to their place when I have vacation, mostly, or when I have a good weekend. So mostly I see them every 2 or 3 months.
Oh, wow. But I think nowadays with technology, you can keep in touch like on WhatsApp and on FaceTime.
Yes, we chat a lot. That helps. Otherwise, it would be a little bit harder.
And I believe as well that you play video game with them as well.
With some of them, yes. We have a few video games we like to play together. And so we have something we can kind of do together. And this really helps a lot.
Amazing. Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Okay, Leon, from Germany. Next question for you is, what is something not many people know about you?
That my family is full of drama. It's like really like a soap opera you see on the TV. There happened a lot of things, like people, like family members suing each other. Like at the moment, my grandma sued my mother, and this is just the beginning. And I don't talk with everyone about it, so just very close friends knows that about me.
Good point, very good points. But I'll tell you something. You're not the only one in the club. A lot of us, my family as well, is very complicated. I think every family, they have the complication. As you said, it's like soap opera. So much drama every day. There's always something happening.
True, yes.
And which person in your family you feel more connected with, more close?
I would say with my mother, because with my older sisters, there was always some kind of tension. Like with my older sister, there isn't any contact anymore. She kind of separated herself from the whole family. And my father is, to be honest, it's my stepfather because my parents divorced.
Okay.
And with my blood father, I don't have any contact anymore. I broke up with that a long time ago. So basically, my mother.
And saying that, what is the biggest difference between you and your mother, and what's the biggest similarity?
I could explain that from a coworker actually once, because she was the old friend from my mother once. I'm a very shy and calm person, and she is kind of the opposite. She don't have any problems to go to a person, talk to them, and just go outwards while I'm more in the background.
I see. And what's the biggest similarity you said that you could understand? Similarity?
We are stubborn. We are both.
Okay, I got it.
Make it a lot that we say it. I do it in 10 minutes, and then it's half an hour later, and then we do it.
Very funny. Next question. That's it. Okay, Leon, next question for you is, which person do you send more test messages to? Which person do you are more in touch with, like sending test messages?
It changes, I would say, with friends, but it changes a lot with whom I chatted the most, because sometimes friends are a little bit busy because of work or other reasons, so I only can say friends.
All right. And which friend do you feel very close to, or all your friends you feel very connected with? There's like ones that you call your best friends, or most of them they are very close to you? It's not just one, but different friends.
I would say friends, because with everyone I have something I can easily talk way better than with another friend. So I don't have a best friend. I
see. Yes, I agree. I think all of us, we have friends, different best friends. Some friends we talk about some topic, the other one we talk at different topics. It's all about the connection and which topic you feel more comfortable talking to.
Yes. Also, when I say I have a best friend, it feels like I would rank my friends like, you're in the top 3, you are above the 5. It's something that I don't like that much.
I see. All right. Next question. Let's do it. Before the next question, Leon, tell me, if I would come to your city, to your hometown, what is the thing that I should see or I should visit? There's something like unique.
Yes. I would say there is nothing to see. Like for real, it's just a small town. You just have the necessities, and that's all. I would say in Bremen there are a lot of. It's a nice for town seeing for a weekend, and that's pretty much it.
I see. And for you, what's the most challenging part of living there, in your opinion?
The stores that I actually need or I'm more interested are a little bit far away. Because for a good electronics store, I had to drive like half an hour to get there.
Wow.
Sometimes it's annoying.
But I think is, Leon, for example, I live in a very big city, but when I go to, as I told you before, when I go to these small cities, small towns, I just feel so like cozy, and I think it's so beautiful because, as you said, there's not a lot to see, like a lot of things, attractions to do, but I don't know, I just feel like cozy, and I feel like, oh my God, it's so peaceful as well. That's the good part of it. But of course, for you it's different because you live there.
Yes, and I'm on the countryside a little bit, so a lot of fields with animals, with cows, with horses, and a lot of people fantasizing about it. Oh, that's so nice! It's so peaceful. But then you suddenly wake up in the night and hear a cow screaming out there like it's murdered or something, and then it changes completely.
It changed the whole scenery of like quiet and peaceful.
Yes, because cows can be very loud. Like we had it a few months ago, like the cows getting newborns, and the little got carried away. So the mothers were very loud about it because they were confused where the little one goes. So they were very, very loud, especially at night.
Oh, wow. Okay, next question for you is, what is the best and the worst of being yourself?
The best is that I don't try to always make the same what others do. Like I remember when in school that smoking was really, really cool. And I was like, no, I don't want that. I hate it. That's why I never start smoking. And the worst thing about me is that I overthink a lot. Like, especially when I do something with someone else, I'm just basically living in my head and trying to figure out what I could do, what I could say. Like when I talk with someone, I can be in my head and just try to figure out what could I say. And when it's quiet, it gets even worse.
I see. If you'd ask me, Leon, if I could change something about myself, that would be about overthink, because I can sometimes find myself in a situation of overthinking as well, analyzing too much, and it takes a lot of your energy, isn't it? You feel like drained. You feel like, it's something that if I could change about my personality, it's about that. But now I think the older you get, you try to understand more, and it's a bit less. Do you see this way as well?
It got better, yes, because I'm used to that kind of situations. Like it happens a lot when I was in a group of several people and we're doing something together. And I can handle the situations a little bit better, but it's still very draining with the energy. Like I need my time to be alone, otherwise I can be very busy and not as nice as I am originally.
I see. Very good. I think the older we get, you get to know ourselves better, and you feel more understanding about our own issues or something that bothers us sometimes, takes the energy away of ourselves, for sure.
Yeah.
3 questions left for you. Let's do it. Next question for you is, what is your biggest idol, and what have you learned with this person?
My biggest idol is, I would say, Caleb Hyde. He's a cover artist on YouTube, so a lot of music. And basically, I didn't learn anything about it from him. It was just, I would say, he said it in a live stream, I would say, that he works out a lot, not because he wants to lose weight, because he wants to be healthy for his friends and family, which I find was a really, really, really nice reasoning to do that.
I see. And what's his name again?
Caleb Hyde.
He's a German singer.
Texas. It's in English, basically, yeah.
Okay, sure. And so he plays different kind of music. He sings.
Yes, it can be old songs that was played on the radio, or from a video game or from anime. So like popular songs. And that's pretty much it. Sometimes he recently released his own album with his own music, but that's it.
I see. Very good. 2 questions left for you. Let's do it. Do you like dancing?
No. Because then I start overthinking again.
Before the next question, tell me, when you look back on those 2 years that the world literally went upside down, regarding the COVID crisis, for you personally, what's the biggest positive impact that brought to your personal life? And also, what's the most negative one, if you can share?
The most positive was that I changed my job. I was a baker before my current job. Wow. And I really hated the job. It sounds nice, but it's a very hard job, and mostly it's just very draining. You barely have any social life because of the work times. You make a lot of over hours, and you're kind of destroying your whole body with the heavy kind of work you're doing. Mm-hmm. So I'm very happy that I'm away from it. It was still with a drama because I was in a lawsuit with my old chef. But better one, so it's all good. And the most negative thing, my circular band ripped a little bit.
Sorry?
My circular band in my knee ripped.
Okay.
But it's all, I had surgery, it's healed up. But that was the baddest thing that happened, I would say.
I see. But now you're recovered now.
Yes, there's a different trouble now with my knee, but it's not a circular band anymore.
I see. Very good. Next question for you is, what 3 things you want to be remembered for?
That I try to show body positive a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like by what I kind of do a little bit on Instagram. That I show that it's okay to have your own flaws and to just accept yourself. And also that you don't need a partner to be happy, that it's okay that you are single and you just have to learn to make yourself happy on your own and not to rely on a partner.
Totally good. I totally agree with you. I think when you are happy with yourself, you don't need anybody else to be happy. You know what I mean? You need to be happy with yourself first. And after, if they come, it's a plus.
Yes, I always see it like this, because when I'm unhappy with my life, I don't want to have my partner to deal with all this, because I would totally rely on my partner, and when he's gone, I would be unhappy again, and it would be even worse. So I don't want to make my pressure that I need a partner, because otherwise I won't be happy. I want to be happy on my own, and when I get a partner, it's good. But then I also can offer him something good.
Absolutely. Totally good point. I love that. I think it's a very interesting point, for sure. Ready for the last one?
Yes.
Let's do it, Leon. Last question. Let's do it. Leon, before the last question, I believe you are gay, yes?
Yes.
Are you okay to talk about? Are you out?
Yes, I'm coming out. I'm totally fine with it.
Okay, perfect. So my question to you is, did you always have the support of your family being gay? And tell me the day when you came out, you just felt like, okay, I'm going to be myself now. I'm just going to talk about being gay, or something happened and you need to come out?
When I realized that I was gay, that was when I was 13, actually. I was very in denial about it, because I was fine with other people being gay, but I didn't want it to be it myself because of the stigma you basically had back then, even when it was better in my time, when I heard it from stories from other friends in their time. But I lived it until I was 16. And then I got a coworker where the rumor was at the beginning that he was gay. And then after a couple of months, it turned out it was true. And so I could see the reaction from the people about it, and it was very positive.
Wow.
And after time, I talked about it with my friends and had my coming out and some coworkers. And basically it was all positive. And after some time, I told it to my parents. They really weren't sure how to react about it, but they were completely fine about it. And so far, I never had trouble with that.
Amazing. Oh, wow. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy that you didn't go through any challenge or anything that you do feel uncomfortable about it. Very good.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah. For me, when I see it, how some people deal with homosexuality in other countries, so I can be happy to have it here in Germany like that.
Absolutely. Very good. Last question for you is, what is your morning ritual, if you have any?
My morning is to check social media on my phone. Every time when I woke up, I just look at my phone and read all the messages I get or see the posts.
And do you consider yourself to be more of a day person or a night person?
Normally I'm a night person, but with my work, it's not that good because I work from 3 until almost midnight.
Mm-hmm.
And after work, I just want to sleep basically, because otherwise my sleep rhythm would be totally chaotic. I also want to do my groceries because on the weekend I only had the Saturday, because Sundays the stores are closed here in Germany. We don't have to have closed, open supermarkets on the Sundays.
Really? Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yes, it's almost very. I have to get used to it when I visit a friend in the Netherlands, because they have it too that the stores are open on Sunday, and for me it's a completely different world.
Very interesting. Okay, it's not the end yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just tell me one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking, okay?
Okay.
So, I hope you are enjoying the interview. Before we do the word association game, don't forget to give a like, don't forget to share this video, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Just click on the button right there. Thank you so much and enjoy the word association game. Okay. One word for family.
Stressful.
Money.
Too low.
How about love?
Hard.
Sex.
Complicated.
How about life?
Joyful.
Okay. Politics.
Boring.
Religion.
Overrated.
Okay. Fear.
Reasonable.
Friendship.
Important.
Desire.
Good.
Okay. Regret.
Not worth it sometimes.
Good. Success.
Not mandatory.
Wish.
Important.
Happiness.
I would also say important.
One word for the bear community.
I would go with enjoyable.
Amazing. And the last one now, Germany. One word.
Bratwurst. A lot of people people have that stigma with Germany with the bratwurst, and every time when I hear it now, I have that mind too, even if it's not true.
And what that means, this word?
Oh, it's basically a specific kind of wieners we have in Germany. That's basically all. It's a different word for wieners.
That's funny. Now I understand now.
Yes.
Okay, let's pretend now. If I would meet your lovely mom for a coffee, and I would ask your mom, tell me the most beautiful thing about Leon, and tell me something that he still needs to work on. What your mom would say?
He is very kind and very loyal.
Mm-hmm.
But he needs to move sometimes a little bit quicker and not just accept things.
Good point. Let's play now, Leon, and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Leon, you can ask me a question now.
Okay, it's not a very good question, I think, but I don't mind. Since I like food a lot, what was the most unique meal you had but was positive to you? Something which you expected would taste horrible but was very delicious for you.
I love the question. Okay, let me think now. You put me in the spot. Let me think something that's a good point, because I had so many foods, a few foods that it wasn't my cup of tea, but when I started eating, I was like, oh my God, that was good. Okay, I remember now. When I was in Canada, this time now for Christmas, when I was in Canada, my best friend, he took me to, this was like a Portuguese restaurant when they do takeaway. And there was this dish there. I don't remember the name now. It's a very traditional dish in Montreal, yeah? And when you see it, it was a lot of fries on the top with a lot of, there was some meat as well. But when you see it, it doesn't look nice. It doesn't look like, oh my God, that's nice. But when I start eating, oh my goodness, I was like, oh my God, I want some more. And I ate so much that 2 days after, I said, please, let's eat it again, because I liked so much. I don't remember the name now, but it was it's a lot of fried potato, and there was some kind of mixed meat as well, like some chorizo. I like chorizo, but the way it was made, I think I was a lot of things mixed at the same time, and wasn't like when I look at it, you go like, my goodness, it doesn't look very, very nice. But my friend said, I'm sure you're gonna like it, because he knows me very well. But when I said, okay, potato mixed with meat, I'm not sure if it's gonna be good. But I'll tell you something, Leon. As soon as I start eating, I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop at all, and I was eating, and after 2 days, I said, please, let's have it again. I don't remember the name, I'm afraid, but it's a very traditional dish in Montreal, in Canada, and people actually, they eat a lot that dish when they go out drinking, and after they leave the club, they go there to eat, because it's very filling, it's very filling. So it's like, it's lovely. Oh my God, it's lovely. I don't remember the name now, but that's one of the dishes that when I saw it, it didn't appear to be good to me. But when I started eating, I was like, oh my God, that's very good.
It's always a surprise when your expectations are low, and then it's actually really...
Never judge the book by its covers. You need to see it first. You need to try it, and you know what I mean?
Yes.
You can have good surprise, and I can't wait now to go back to Canada to eat it again. For sure, it's gonna be the first thing I'm gonna eat, because it's delicious. I'm gonna find out the name, and I'm gonna send you by text, so you can Google it, and it's really nice. You're gonna see, it's lovely.
Okay. Good.
Leon, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the interview? Do you feel more relaxed now that you did it?
It was a really nice time. It was very interesting to get interviewed. It's really my first time, and yeah, it's nice.
Amazing. I'm glad that you enjoyed. I'm glad. And as I told you before, a lot of people, they've never done this interview before. And sometimes the people, when they do it, they send me a message saying, oh my God, William, I'm so glad that I did it, because it was just, talking to your friends, just feel like sharing experience and connect with people around the globe. So I think it's a good way. Sometimes you need to go out of our comfort zone sometimes, because you can find nice things there. You never know what you can find. And I'm so glad that you challenge yourself, because you said you are very shy, but there we go. We had a good time, and I'm sure that it meant to happen, this interview. And I'm so glad that you accept. Thanks so much for the interview. Thank you. But before you go, I would like you to tell a positive message or something that you live by.
Just try to be yourself, and don't focus on much that other people like it, because when some people dislike it, it's totally okay. But when people actually like it, it feels even better, because you for being what you are.
I love that. That's what I say here always on the show. Be yourself. The right people will come, the wrong people will go away, and it's fine. That's how life is. And if you are yourself all the time or most of the time, I think it's something nice, because beautiful things will happen for sure.
Yes.
Leon, thank you so much for the interview. It was a pleasure. Next time when I come to Hamburg, I'm going to find a way to come and see you as well. It was a pleasure. Thanks so much, okay?
Thank you for interviewing me. It was, like I said, really nice. It was really a surprise this morning when I woke up and saw the message.
Amazing. I'm so glad that we connected. Amazing. I really enjoyed. Have a nice weekend, and you keep in touch, okay? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye. See you next time.